Hi, welcome to Yoga with Hannah, and today we're going to be going over a mindful flow. Just going to get our blood warmed up, going to get moving, work through some of those aches and pains. So if you have a yoga mat, go ahead and grab it. If not, no worries. I'm going to use a blanket for some low lunges that we have in the sequence today. So if you have a little bit of a cushiony blanket, doesn't have to be a yoga blanket, go ahead and grab that and I'll meet you on the mat. So we're going to start standing today. Take a moment, find beneath you. I like to spread my toes out. So take a moment, maybe rock back, forth, side to side. You could even take the eyes closed and focus in on the felt sensation of your feet connecting with the mat. Distance apart, but you can choose a different width. When you feel like you are nice and grounded in the feet, find some stillness. Releasing the hands down to the side. Starting to find a nice long spine. Inhale, reaching the spine up, all the way toward the sky, drawing up the back of the head toward the ceiling. Take a breath here. When you're ready, take one hand, cross it over your heart, and then take the other. We're going to use our breath to start loosening up the neck, loosening up the very tops of the shoulders. So with your inhale at center, and your exhale, drop the right ear over toward the right shoulder. Breath to movement here. Inhale, head comes center again. Exhale, over to the opposite shoulder. A couple more, just like that. Taking your time, starting to find a rhythm with your breath. Let's take one more each side, allowing the breaths to be even longer, even slower. Then inhale back up to center. Exhale, drop the chin toward the chest. And allow your head to completely hang. Take a few half circles here. Keeping the chin toward the chest. Staying connected to the breath. And then coming back to center. Inhale, bring the head up. Release the hands. Your next inhale sends the hands all the way up toward the ceiling. Big stretch. All the way from your ribs, your spine, to your fingertips, all the way up. Exhale, release the hands down. Roll out the shoulders. And again, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Pause at the top. Take your right hand, grab onto your left wrist. Inhale here. And on your exhale, pull the left wrist over to the right. Taking the gaze down toward the floor. Lateral stretch. Inhale, back up to center. Switch your grip, so now your left hand is grabbing your right wrist. Exhale over to the left. And inhale, back up. Switch your grip. Let's do that twice more on each side. Exhale as you bend, as you stretch. Inhale to center. And exhale. On this last one, this last side, see if you can just pause here for one full breath. And then inhale back up. Exhale to the other side. One full breath in between. And then back up to center. Release the hands down, shake it out. And let's come to the very top of our mat. Standing in our Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Micro bend in the knees. With your next inhale, place your hands on the shins. Press the hands into the shins. Create a tabletop with the back. And exhale, forward fold again. Let's pause here for a moment. If you'd like, you could cross your arms or you could let them hang. So we're in a ragdoll position. Continue to keep a micro bend in the knees. Avoid locking out. And allow your gaze, instead of looking at the floor, gaze at your knees. One more breath here. And exhale, release your hands, bring them down to the floor and start lowering the hips toward the heels. Good. Okay, we're gonna take our hands, brace them on the floor, take one foot back and then the other. We're gonna come into a tabletop position. So this is the moment when I'm going to grab my blanket for my knees. It's just good for some longevity, making sure that we take care of all of those little bones. Okay, let's find a tabletop position. Hands are right underneath the shoulders, shoulder distance apart. The knees are right underneath the hips, hip distance apart. So when you're ready, take an inhale and exhale. Let's start moving through the spine, some cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly toward the floor. Allow the chest to open up. Tailbone is open toward the ceiling. Exhale, begin to reverse the movement, rounding the spine up toward the ceiling, hollowing out the heart, tucking the tailbone. Let's take a couple more. Inhale, drop the belly, flip the tailbone, lead with the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, press through the shoulders, find that stretch right in between the shoulder blades. Let's take one more, each side. Go at your own pace. Move the pace of your own breath. And then inhale. Let's meet back at center. Sink the hips back down onto the heels. Lowers the chest to the floor. Lowering the head to the floor. Coming into a modified child's pose. So normally the knees would be wide, our toes would be touching, but this is a modified version. Let's take 3 breaths here. Take a deep breath. Send it all the way down into the tailbone, the very bottom of the spine. Your next breath, send it to the very middle of your spine. Last one. Inhale, sending your breath to the very middle of your shoulder blades. With your next breath, lift the gaze toward the mat. Start walking the hands back toward you. And pause here for a second. So we're not going to be here too long. Just noticing the difference already, noticing the shift we've created just from a few postures. Good. We're going to move through some dynamic postures, and this is a Tibetan sun salutation. Adding on a couple little twists, a couple little hamstring openers as we go. So inhale, reach the arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, take the hands forward, come back into your tabletop position. Inhale the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand, low lunge. Exhale, bring the chest up, find your low lunge. Inhale, reach the hands high up toward the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands back down. Inhale, right foot goes back. Exhale, Release the hips down toward the heels, drawing the chest back up, coming back to where we started. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, shift your body forward to your tabletop. Inhale, left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. Exhale, lift the chest. Find your low lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, sink the hips down toward the heels. Lift the chest back up. Good. So we're working with one breath per movement. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, take it forward, tabletop. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, lift the chest. Find your low lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, right foot goes back. Exhale, sink the hips back. Lift the chest, coming back into your seat. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, left foot comes up. Exhale, lift the chest. Find your low lunge. Inhale, arms. And exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, left foot goes back. Exhale, hips go back. Passing through your child's pose, lifting the chest up. Inhale, arms come up. Find your rhythm. See if you can be focused right here, right now. Inhale, right foot comes forward. This time, plant the left hand. Inhale. Exhale, open the right hand up toward the ceiling, pulling the right shoulder back, coming into a twist. One breath here. And inhale. Exhale, release the right hand down. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the chest. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, right foot goes back. Exhale, sink the hips back. Lift the chest, come back into your seat. Let's take the left side. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Plant the right hand in the center of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, open up the left hand, stretching it up toward the ceiling. Left shoulder comes back. Find your twist. One breath here. And exhale, the left hand comes back down. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the chest. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lower the hands back down. Inhale, left foot goes back. Exhale, sink the hips down. Take the chest up. And pause here. Take a breath. Exhale it out of the mouth. And then take your hands in front of you, coming into your tabletop position. Take the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes to touch back behind you. And then sink the hips down onto the heels. We're coming into a child's pose. Start walking the hands out, lowering the heart and the head to the mat. Releasing the elbows, releasing the shoulders, allowing the earth to carry your weight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Tune in. Notice the subtle shifts you've created in your body, in your breath, in your mind. One more inhale, one more exhale. With your next inhale, take the gaze, look toward the hands. Plant your left hand, lifting the elbow up, so straightening out the left arm. Inhale, the right arm reaches back up behind you. And then exhale, needle it through underneath the left armpit, bringing the right shoulder to the floor. So this is a modified, really gentle, thread the needle. Be mindful of how far your body is willing to go and where it might not want to go. One more breath here. Taking a deep breath down into the belly. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head first, gazing towards your left hand, and then pull your left hand right in front of your left shoulder, pressing into it, unraveling the right arm, stretching it back out, and then bringing the right hand to the floor. Lifting up on the right elbow. Inhale, left arm stretches out and back. Exhale, needle it through. So now we're bringing the left shoulder to the floor. Taking a breath or two. One more inhale. And exhale. With your next breath in, take your gaze toward your right hand. Pull the right hand back right in front of the shoulder. Press into the right hand, lift up. Unravel the left arm, stretching it back, and then settling it back down. Good. Go ahead and come up off of the heels, swinging your legs out in front of you. Finding any comfortable seated position.